This year, EA added roles to FC25, but how good are they? To find out, we're going to build a full team of roles plus. Each position has multiple different roles that you can set, and they can vary from no plus, 1 plus, to 2 plus. The whole team we're going to build today is going to be a 2+ team of different roles. It's going to be a little bit random, and the first thing that we're going to do is choose a random formation. So as I'm spinning, I'm randomly going to stop, and hopefully we can get something good. I'll take that. Now you might notice we've only got 2 striker positions, but 4 different roles. We're going to spin this wheel to decide which of those roles that we're actually going to use. So the first one is going to be a target forward. And now we've got a wheel with all of the strikers that have target forward plus. There's some absolutely massive names on here. We got Drogba, Morientes. We've also got Bunny Shaw. Please don't give us that. It's kind of the middle of the road. One of the greatest to ever play the game, but unfortunately in-game, not great. But maybe the roles will make him godlike. We can get him for just 129,000 coins and add him to the team. If you're looking for the best, most reliable place to buy EA FC25 coins, look no further. Head to MMOEXP.com. You're going to get the best price around. And remember to use the code James at checkout to get an extra 5% off. So now we've taken target forward off, we've got 3 more roles to get for the other striker position. We want to try and get poacher plus because it is one of the best in the game right now. And we do it. So now we've got a wheel full of the poacher plus players. There's heroes, there's icons. There's also a couple of stinky gold cards that I'd really like to avoid if we can. What's going on? We're just testing out the icons that used to be bad and seeing if they're now good. We've got Ian Rush. We're picking him up for 96,000 coins. Ian Rush getting my squad. Moving on to the cams, there's actually only 3 roles in the cam position. We've got half winger, shadow striker, and playmaker. So let's spin the wheel and see which one we're going to have to use. We're going to be using 2 out of the 3 anyway, so, I guess it depends which one are we not going to be using. We've got half winger for the first one. There's actually only 4 players in the whole game with half winger plus. And the most expensive one is 1 million coins. Can we get him? Oh, we've gone past it. We're going for Julian Brandt instead. I wanted to try out the new Hamschick. Luckily, Julian Brandt does already have a special card this year, so we're going to grab his Road to the Knockouts. It's a 50-50 now between the last 2. Are we going to get Shadow Striker or Playmaker? I honestly don't know which one of these is better, but we're going to be using Shadow Striker for today's video. At the end of the video, we are going to be playing a game with this team, and every goal we concede is going to be a random discard on the squad. These are the players with Shadow Striker plus, and there are some absolute monsters in here. To be honest, I couldn't afford them anyway, but we're going to spin the wheel anyway, and I mean, if it happens, it happens. We've got Pele, we've got Cruyff, we've got... Oh, it could be good. Gianfranco Zola. It's not Pele and it's not Cruyff, but it's not cheap either. Gianfranco Zola is 790,000 coins for my other cab. I'm not surprised there's so many icons, to be fair, because they were the best players in the game, so surely they're the ones that are going to have the most roles plus. It's a shame we're missing out centre mid, actually, because that actually has some of the most roles in the entire game for the position. But CDM, again, only has 3. But which of the 3 are we going to be using in the first CDM position? It's going to be holding. I think this is probably my personal favourite for the CDMs in the game so far. I don't know which players have plus in it, though. There's a few gold cards sneaking in here. I don't know if we're going to... I think we are going to end up using one of them. It's going to be one of the greatest players, N'Golo Kante. Premier League winner. Absolute beast. And best of all for me, he's really cheap. The other CDM is going to have another plus, but what's it going to be? I'm glad, to be honest, because if it was centre-half, they basically drop in and be another centre-back, and I kind of wanted 2 CDMs in this formation anyway. Crazily, there's only 3 players in the whole game that can do it. We got Xhaka, Xabi Alonso, and Rodri. I don't mind which one we pick, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. Okay, you didn't have to give me the worst one. When I said it didn't matter, I meant give me not the worst one. 8,700 coins this guy's going to cost me. 50 pace. I think pace is overrated. And to be honest, it gives us some chemistry to Julian Brandt. So that's a silver lining, I suppose. So the fullbacks have quite a lot of roles as well. And I think that the fullback roles are probably one of the most influential in the terms of how you play the game. They're basically the deciders to whether you have 2 centre-backs versus the entire enemy attack, or whether you've got a bank of 4 at the back. But what's the game going to decide to give us today? Which role are we going to see? It is going to be false back. This means my left back is basically going to be playing as another CDM, and there's only 2 players in the entire game that can do it. Alaba and Theo Hernandez. Which one are we going to get? Please stop. Please stop. Please. Please. I've already got Alaba and now I've got to spend money on Hernandez. No. Oh. I have been wanting to try out this card, but I've spent 460,000 coins on a left back. It's the most expensive one in the team, almost. I know he's got an inform, but that one's 1,000,000 coins, and I just don't have the facilities. The right back rolls are exactly the same as the left back rolls, but obviously it's just on the other side. So we're going to spin this wheel again. Hopefully we don't get false back. Okay, full back, thank God. It's the most defensive one out of the 4, and if we've got Theo Hernandez pushing up the pitch, we need somebody to stay back and defend. And now I'd love to spin the wheel, but I literally cannot afford to do the rest of the team if I buy any of them that's not Koundé. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be Koundé. And even still, he's 130k. He is not cheap. There's only 3 rolls for the centre-backs. Do you know what we're going to do this time? We're going to spin the wheel, and whichever one the wheel picks, we're not going to use that one, and we'll use the remaining 2. So whichever one this lands on, we are not going to be using that one, and we're only going to be using the other 2 remaining centre-back rolls. So we're going to be taking out defender, which seems bad now that I said it out loud. First off, let's find ourselves a ball-playing defender. There are a lot of really expensive cards in here. Or can we get to Van Dijk? We can't. We're using Mappy Leon. I think she's the cheapest one on the list. She is the cheapest one, but it's the first lady to get into our team. And again, she gets us chemistry. Barcelona linked to Koundé. Who can say no? There's some really big cards in as Stopper ++. Who are we going to land on? Rafael Marquez. It's actually the first hero that's going to go into our team. 160,000 smackaroos. Stopper ++, Rafael Marquez is in the squad. And finally, the goalkeeper. There's only 2 roles here, sweeper keeper and goalkeeper. So let's spin a wheel and see which one we get. Bish bash bosh, what are we saying? I think it's going to be sweeper keeper. It is, and I think that's probably the best one of the 2. If I was to choose one for myself, my own team, that's the one I'd pick. But is this goalkeeper going to be one that I'd pick for my team? If I had the choice. Yes, I think I would like Yashin for my team. Thank you very much. I'll have Yashin bought for 544,000 coins. Hopefully, he's as good as he looks. Amazingly as well, everyone's pretty much on full chem. I know we've got a lot of icons and stuff, but, you know, I mean, Kante's from the Saudi League, but he's getting French links. The only person missing is Xhaka, and I can't do anything about that, really. Now for the important part, we're setting everyone's tactics. So this is what it looks like without the ball. And this is what it looks like with the ball, which is, let's be honest, a bit of a mess. Let's see how it plays in game. No! Oh my God, thank God. You and your hat, you've saved me a discard, Yashin. Alan! No, flipping hell, Alan, you're useless, man! How has he missed the friggin' ball? That's a great ball. Come on, Ian. Oh my God. My strikers are idiots. I think I need to get Zola in the game a bit more. Surely. Yeah! Zola's done it. Come on. We're not out of it yet. We need to not concede. God, Theo Hernandez is an absolute beast. If we could use Alan Shearer to do hold-up play instead of actually doing something, because if we could do this, and we bang one in from here, okay, I think we find out why. Alan Shearer is only 100k, and Zola's 700k. I think we found the reason. That's a good run, that. Ian Rush! What a ball roll, son! Come on, then! Is there an opportunity for a netball this? Netball this! Oh! Oh my God! What a goal from Gianfranco Zola! Holy moly, on the volley! That is an unbelievable strike. I mean, I don't know what to say. Let's have a look at the numbers. Let's have a look at the match performance, right? Because I think some players in the game may have performed slightly better than the others. Yeah, Gianfranco Zola, 9.4. Absolutely freaking unbelievable card. But there it is, the Rolls Plus team did manage to win 4-0, to be honest. Mainly thanks to this guy, who may have cost me 791,000 coins. It's actually even more expensive than I thought. But honestly, it was worth every coin. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. We could do this later on in the year, where hopefully there's a couple more cards, a bit more variety in terms of what we can use. We'll see you guys then. Goodbye.